what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
Well, good evening and welcome to Crimson Cliffs High School, home of the defending 4A state champ Mustangs, for a pivotal early season Region 10 showdown on the diamond as the Snow Canyon Warriors come across town. Both teams come in with really impressive records. Both teams are 4-0 in region, and both teams have put up win after win after win. 13-2 are the Snow Canyon's Warriors this year, and 12-2 the record for the Mustangs tonight. Devin Dixon and Connor Collins inside of our Finley Subaru pregame show, and this should be a really good one, CC.
Oh yeah, we got a packed crowd out here tonight. You know, a little bit cold out here in the STG here tonight, but still loaded up, ready for some good baseball tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. A rematch of a game a little less than a year ago at Brucehurst Field, and it was a situation where Snow Canyon had to beat the Mustangs twice to be state champs, and Bo Sampson got the start on a Saturday morning at Brucehurst Field and shut down Snow Canyon, and Crimson clinched their first ever school baseball title, and they are the heavy favorites again this year. But a lot of people know that Snow Canyon has the firepower and the pitching to hang with the Mustangs, and a lot of people think the Dixie Flyers are a really good team this year as well. You don't want to count out anybody at this point, but those three teams are kind of separated a little bit from the rest of the pack through about 14, 15 games played.
100%, no, and I think tonight a big thing for Snow Canyon, like you mentioned, is going to be the pitching. You know, we've seen already here that Crimson Cliffs has no issue lighting up the scoreboard. So I'm excited to see how it goes here tonight. Hopefully Snow Canyon can keep it in tight.
Last time we saw Crimson Cliffs here on the Fan Sports Network, it was last Friday night over at Desert Hills, and Desert Hills had a lead going to the top of the fourth inning. Mustangs scored 13 runs on 10 hits and ended up 10-run ruling Desert Hills. Snow Canyon, last time we saw them, they walked off to beat Nash Schroeder and the Pineview Panthers. Ryder Harrison, 2-run jack to right field in the bottom of the 7th inning to break the Pineview Panthers' hearts, and that sets up an undefeated matchup, a rematch of the state championship game. And I know it's early in the season, but these games this week, a home and home between these two teams, could go a long way towards deciding the region championship.
And I think it sets a tone too. You know, this early in the season, this is one of those games that you really take it to heart. You take it personal. Oh, I think we're getting the national anthem here soon.
But you're right. I mean, this is one of those games where you don't want to look back and have any regrets. And one like this, they all matter. With the new RPI, they all matter. They're all very, very important. And these two teams, top ranked in the rankings, top ranked in the RPI. And it should be a lot of fun. The field looks great. We did have some snow flurries, some rain flurries throughout the day, but the blue skies are actually out right now. It is cold, probably about 48, 49 degrees. It's been a cold day. They're saying this is the last cold spell coming through, and then spring will officially arrive, and before you know it, it'll probably be triple digits. We're just going to skip spring and go cold to hot probably here in the STG. But actually, the wind is down right now, and once the players get out in the field, it's going to be quite nice for baseball right now.
Yeah, no, like you said, perfect timing for the skies to clear up. I'm not seeing any clouds coming over us right now. Get those lights on and let's get this baby rolling.
You look at the pitching matchup tonight here inside our Finley Subaru pregame show. See the all-star lineup on the saving side of the freeway. Kyson Goetz will get the ball from Coach Sechrist tonight. Saw Kyson get a number of starts last year. And it'll be Javen Ross that will get the start for the Mustangs. And both these teams have really deep pitching staffs. Could have went with a number of guys, but those will be the two starters tonight. You know, with 3 games last week for a lot of teams because of some makeup games, there was an extra start to go around, but now you're kind of back to your 1 and 2 because just 2 games scheduled this week. And with Easter weekend, those kids are out of school Friday and Monday, so the game's on Thursday night. So the rematch between these two teams will be over at SC on Thursday night.
Quick turnaround this week for sure. And you know, these kids tonight, they're going to be feeling it because like we already talked about, this is a rematch of last year's state championship. There's not going to be anybody willing to hold back here. gear, but then you got to flip it around and be ready to go.
Couple people throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. I think Bo Sampson's mom, Mitzi, is one of them that was introduced. I didn't catch the name of the other. Coach Abbott catching one.
To celebrate our Mustang heroes tonight.
Mustang heroes.
Curtis Wright.
Curtis Wright. So McKay Wright's dad and Bo Sampson's mom.
Pretty good
out.
pitch by his mom there.
Yeah.
Right down the middle.
Of course, Bo was instrumental last year. Already signed to Salt Lake Community College, so won't see him pitch tonight, but you rest assured he'll be starting 2 nights from right now over at Snow Canyon.
Oh, yeah. Give him the rest on a nice cold night like this, and then as it gets warmer, bring him back out and let him loose that arm up.
The other games tonight, Desert Hills hosting Cedar. That was originally supposed to be an afternoon game, but they've moved both games down to Desert Hills this week because of the snow on the field in Cedar. So Desert Hills will actually be the visiting team on their home field tonight, and then they'll be the home team on Thursday. And then you've got Pineview playing over at Flyer Field against the Dixie Flyers. Flyers had the bye last week, but they are off to a 2-0 start in region play. And so we've got 3 teams that have not lost going into region action tonight. Should be interesting. We'll keep an eye on the Nets on Fire Region 10 baseball scoreboard throughout the night. Don't forget to check out netsonfire.org. They've got Jimmer Fredette coming in this month for a camp. Get your kids signed up for that. And the Battle on the Blacktop 3-on-3 to benefit Cora kids is coming up as well the next week. So you got Jimmer Fredette. Was it the 13th or 14th, and then 20 and 21st of April, the 3-on-3 at Nets on Fire. That's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure and get signed up, all you hoopers out there. Get your kids signed up, to parents listening tonight. For those listening on the Fan Sports Network, we are on the live stream. The link is up on our website, thefansportsnetwork.com. We've got it all over the World Wide Web tonight. We put those social links out, so if you follow me on social media at Dev Dixon on Instagram or Twitter, you can find the link to watch. It's on the Drive Facebook page, the Fan Sports Network Facebook page. So lots of ways you can find this game and use your smarty phone and put it up to your smart TV and sit back and stay warm tonight. We're behind the backstop. We're outside, so if you hear a little chattering or you hear us misspeak a little bit, it's probably because it is a little bit chilly out here.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be nice. Like I said, we're probably getting to high 30s, low 40s before this game even gets ready to swing.
Some keys to the game brought to you by Finley Subaru. Obviously, starting pitchers got to throw strikes, got to locate. You know, you got to be smart, work ahead in the count. You know, early in the season, at this point, you've shook off the rust. 2 good teams, 2 well-coached teams. So I'm expecting pretty much air-free baseball. Although Snow Canyon did have a couple errors that gave Pineview the lead, and they had to. Snow Canyon's actually been the comeback kids. They've had to come back from behind the last 3 region games, and they've won them all.
Well, we just talked a little bit about the weather too, and sometimes, you know, when you get a little bit cold, your hands aren't as soft as you might think, and when that ball hits your glove, you're not really closing all the way. You can bounce right out. Like you said, these 2 teams very well coached, but we got to see if maybe the elements play a factor into how the fielding is tonight.
I think another key for both these teams, I mean, both these high-octane offenses who can really take advantage of the hit and run, capitalize with runners in scoring position. That's going to be really interesting tonight. So some of the things to watch for are keys brought to you by Finley Subaru. Again, coming at you on the fansportsnetwork.com. Glad you're with us tonight. And the lineup cards are being exchanged. Our umpire's talking with both skippers at the dish right now. Reed Seacrest, longtime coach, and Coach Abbott, of course, been here since the school started. But I remember Coach Abbott when he was a player playing pro baseball for the St. George Roadrunners. Went to SUU, pitched for the T-Birds back in the day. Coach Seacrest always sprinting to third base. He's put a couple sons through his program. They're doing a great job. He's got his youngest son, Crew, on this team out there in the middle infield, and he's having a heck of a season, swinging a real hot bat. Look at the starting lineups for this game. Brought to you by House of Jump. House of Jump. They encourage you to jump off the walls at House of Jump. Don't mess around. Get on over there and enjoy new video games and a whole bunch of fun stuff over there. The indoor trampoline. I was actually there yesterday. They're one of our sponsors for our March Madness Road to the Finals promotions, and it was packed yesterday because of the weather and the spring breakers from up north, and it was a heck of a lot of fun. So get on over there and check out the House of Jump. You look at the starters first for the visiting Snow Canyon Warriors. It will be Hayden Smith, the catcher, leading off. Cruz Sechrist will play short, bat second. Ryder Harrison in left field, batting third. Sam Lindsay leading the state in home runs with 8, playing out there in center field, batting cleanup. Talon Kelly will play third, bat fifth. Kyson Goetz will pitch, and DH Makayo Swinson will play right field. Andrew Lyon at second, and Braden Loveland over at first base. House a jump starting lineup. You can hear the PA announcer introducing the Mustangs as they take the field. Jager Baldwin in right field tonight. He has been swinging a really hot bat, and so is Tyler West right behind him, the center fielder. These two guys have been a machine the last couple games. Petey Soto will play short, bat third. Breck Starley's on a tear. He is one of the league leaders in statistics of home runs this year and a bunch of other power hitting categories. He's your catcher tonight. He's very versatile. You can play him all over. Ty Maynard will play second. McKay Wright will DH. Parker Andrews will play first and bat 7. Tate Maynard will play third and bat 8th. And Fehi Fenuela will play left field and bat 9th. Kyle Skinner also will get some time but will not hit to start things off for Coach Justin Abbott and the Mustang defending champions.
Yeah, I know when you look at Crimson Cliff's roster here, you get past their first 4 guys, man. They probably got as good as anybody in the region as a starting lineup. Just between Jager Baldwin, Tyler West, Petey Soto, and Brock Starley. Those guys have just been lighting it up, hitting dingers. We saw what happened the other night against Desert Hills. That 13 score with 10 in the fourth it was. Oh gosh, got to be careful when going against this Mustang team.
Mustangs as a team right now are hitting 393. Hitting 393 as a team. They've already scored this year 128 runs. The Warriors will try to slow them down as it's Kyson Goetz versus Javen Ross. We'll have our national anthem. We'll step aside. 90-second timeout. We'll come back with the first pitch. It's the Warriors and the Mustangs live on the Fan Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Yeah, we're back, and Ross will take the bump, get some warm-up tosses in as the Mustangs are ready to defend, and the Warriors will get Hayden Smith to the batter's box here in just a few moments. And this is a power on power, CC. Both these teams hitting. I told you just a shade under 393. Well, right at 393, just a shade under 400 as a team. Simply incredible. You wonder what Snow Canyon is in contrast? They're hitting 376. So yeah, they're absolutely raking the ball right now, hitting it all over the park.
It's like you said, between the two teams and the power, it's really going to come down to, can you make these simple plays? Don't let the errors come up. If a ball is coming right down, you got to be able to ground it, because if you can't, it could really cost you in a game like this.
How about the Mustangs? They got to be worried about the long ball. Snow Canyon has 22 home runs so far. 22 home runs. I mean, that's incredible. They're averaging well north of a home run per game at this point in time. So obviously Javen Ross, who knows how to locate the fastball, 4 pitches in his arsenal, doesn't give up a lot of home runs. So you look at the pitching matchup, and Ross 1.68 ERA. He's 3-0 in all but one of his appearances. Got a no decision in 1 game. 16 2/3 work so far on the season. He's only walked 13. He's got 27 S&S mechanical strikeouts on the year. So pretty good statistics for Javen Ross coming into this game tonight. You look at Snow Canyon, their ERA as a team is just a little over 3.07 to be exact. You look at Kyson Goetz, who got a lot of valuable time pitching last year for Coach Sechrist in their run to the championship appearance. 3.37 ERA. He's 2-0 in 4 appearances, so he's got 2 no decisions this year. Goetz 18 2/3 of work. He's walked just 6, struck out 31, and he's only given up 1 home run this year.
Yeah, and it's going to be a big deal here. And just because I think, you get down to the fact of it here, Snow Canyon, they're going to be able to go yard. And I think if you give them a chance to go yard, it's going to be a long night for the Mustangs.
So we are ready to play ball on a crisp, cold April the 4th. 7:36 is our first pitch start time, and Ross, the lefty, ready and delivers, and it's a called strike, check swing, and it was in the zone anyway. I think that's what Hayden Smith wanted to talk about. Was that a strike or not, as he kind of tried to check his swing, and I think he went around anyway.
Yeah, he gave back a little look to the ref like, come on now, let's see.
Ross, here's the 0-1 pitch, and that one's going to miss, down low and away. 1-1 the count. Play-by-play tonight brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Has all your protection under one roof. Call for a free quote on auto, home, or life insurance. Udy and Associates, American Family Insurance, serving all of Southern Utah. Slow roller out to Petey Soto at short. Vacuum cleaner, and throw is over there in time to Andrus. He bobbled it, but then recollected in the glove. And 1 up, 1 down for Javen Ross.
Look at that, and just like that, we already got them out here on the first base.
And here will be Cruz Sechrist. Really good. And pressure. There's always some pressure being the coach's son, but Coach Sechrist does such a great job coaching up his boys, and Crew is really delivered. We'll look at his numbers after the first pitch here in the sequence. Ross breaking ball, and it bends over there for a strike. Sechrist right now this year hitting .438 from a shortstop position.
Impressive.
Very impressive. See what he can do here with one out here, just underway. Top of the first inning, fastball, called strike. And quickly, Javen Ross ahead in the count, 0-2 to Cruz Sechrist. Ross has only missed so far on 1 pitch. We'll look at the strike ratio. Compare these pitchers throughout the night. Our stats brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors, now serving Southern Utah. And got him on a big old bender that caught the outside part of the plate. It's an S&S mechanical strikeout.
Yeah, it looks like the ump's got a big strike zone here tonight. I know that second pitch for me I thought was maybe a little low and inside, but it looks like they got a wide strike zone here tonight.
Yeah, we are not directly behind home plate. We're offset just a little bit. So hard for us to say exactly where that was, but obviously got the call. And 2 up, 2 down. S&S Mechanical spring tune-ups. Heat will be here before you know it. Get tuned up. Call S&S Mechanical. The earlier you call, the more you save right now. That one just missing. Just the second ball thrown from Javen Ross so far. He's been all over the zone. Fastball and a called strike. Count evens up 1-1 to Ryder Harrison. Last time I saw Ryder Harrison last Friday night, he was walking it off out of the ballpark on a 2-run blast to right field.
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure he's trying to get something cooked up right here now with the 1-1 count.
Ryder wearing number 19, batting from the left side. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Here's the 1-1 delivery, and it's a shot to second. gathered up, and the throw in plenty of time over there to Andrus at first base. And quickly, 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, nobody left on through half an inning. On the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, no score. And the Mustangs will send the top of the order up when we come back. It will be Jager Baldwin, and then it'll be followed by West and Soto. Stay with us on your home for Region 10 Baseball, the Fan Sports Network, and streaming tonight's game on the fansportsnetwork.com.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Just call us, your Carrier Factory Authorized dealer. Turn to the experts.
Hey, welcome back to the ballpark, Crimson Cliffs. Field looks impeccable tonight. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins, Fan Sports Network. Boulevard home, game of the week. How could it not be the game of the week? It's a rematch of last year's 4A state title game, CC, and both these teams are hungry to get back to another chance at a state championship. It won't be at Bruce Hurst Field this year. It's going to be split up a little bit up north. I believe UVU and some games will be played at BYU, from what I'm hearing from some of the athletic directors around town.
Yeah, that's some beautiful stadiums to get up north. I actually got my chance to go up there for the first time a couple weeks ago, and man, it's beautiful driving through there. I got to see stadiums of BYU and Utah's fields, but man, seeing it from my own eyes, it was nice.
I want to give a shout out to our crew tonight. We got Mike on the camera. We got Rory back producing in the Finley's Hyundai studios, and Dusty Allen producing. Cody was here and he just took off.
Sebastian is our cameraman tonight.
Oh, Sebastian, our camera guy tonight. Well, that's on you. Dusty's like, thought he said Mike. He's new tonight helping us out. This is his second game working with us. I'm still learning everybody's name. And a foul by Jager Baldwin out of play. It's a Cache Valley Bank foul ball. Jager Baldwin signing to play college baseball not too long ago. This kid found a home at Salt Lake Community College, and both Samps are going to go there. So maybe they can make it easy and room up together or something, right?
Yeah, you like.
It's always nice to have a teammate going with you to the next level.
Yeah, whenever you have a buddy going to that next level, you get to have those shared experiences. Another foul ball going out over right field there.
Jager Baldwin's batting average has been on the rise. Is up to .390 this year. 16 hits, 12 RBIs, 5 doubles, and 1 home run so far for Jager. And a hot shot to second. Lyon, one-handed glove. The throw in plenty of time over there to Loveland. And it's a 4-3 put out and 1 away.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. He was showing some wheels there. He almost made that in there to first, but just a little too short there. Good job on Lyon to get that ball down to first base.
West had some. Tyler West was talking to Jager about what he saw there, maybe trying to get a little help. So Goats, good start, just like we saw Ross do, and induces the ground out here in the bottom of the first inning. No score on our Wilkinson scoreboard. Goats, overhand fastball. Goats is not a pitcher that's going to overpower you and blow the fastball past you at 90 miles an hour. It'll probably top out that 80 to 82 range, but a swing and a miss. He's got very good command as he fooled Tyler West there, and it's 1-1. Just 6 pitches now for Kyson here, working quickly with nobody on base down in the dirt. And ball 2. West this year, how about these numbers for Ty? Hitting .571, leading the Mustangs. I mean, just absolutely raking right now. Hitting best average on the team, which is saying something for a team that hits .393 collectively.
Yeah, no doubt about that, man. You can see right now he's just trying to line up his shot here. He's waiting for that right pitch to come.
And he's really crowding the plate. He's got his feet almost touching the inside of the batter's box. Slow roller to Lyon, another one-handed glove, and Rue over to Loveland, and a 4-3 put out for the second consecutive time in a row. And quickly 2 down now, as Goats is getting this Mustang team to ground the ball out to second base to the sophomore Andrew Lyon.
Yeah, Lyon having a good game so far there.
Pretty routine, really.
Yeah.
Of course, his older brother playing for Grand Canyon. They're the team to beat right now in WAC baseball. Getting a little bit of run. And a pitch from Goes. Paints the outside part of the plate for strike one. Petey Soto, who is committed to play for Coach Fate, now we're at Utah Tech after his senior season. You just love this kid. Tenacity. Plays the game hard, but swings so good. And he's going to go the other way with the line shot, but right to Loveland. And 3 up, 3 down for the Warriors. Good job by Kyson Goetz. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Through 1 inning of baseball. Plus Playmaker play of the game. Of course, if you've never been to AWP, one of the nicest showrooms, open to the public, across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart, and they always have inventory in stock for you. We'll be naming the Playmaker play of the game. We'll pick a Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game. Some of the other things we're looking for throughout our broadcast tonight: the Jersey Mike sub of the game, defensive play of the game from our friends at Morgan Pest Control. Pretty soon you'll have to defend the house from those ants and cockroaches and whatnot. And stepping into the Buck Brand Beef Batters Box, Sam Lindsay. 8 dingers, leading all of 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, and 6A. With 8 home runs. Joined us in the broadcast booth for a couple innings the other night. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was just about to say, this is not a guy if you want to pitch to here. You might almost even consider walking a guy like this the way he's hitting today.
And not this early, and with nobody on base, though. Ross is going to rip. But he's going to be cautious. He's definitely going to be cautious. I get your point.
You look at what he's done this season: 19 hits, 26 RBIs. I mean, he's been playing great so far as we get into this first stretch of the season. He
clearly is the leader of this team, too. He's learned from some great upperclassmen. So he's been starting since his sophomore season. Now in his senior season, hitting .487 this year. And quickly count now to 1-1. Ross missed on the first pitch. A swing and a miss from Lindsay on that second pitch in the sequence. Here's another one from Ross. He's going to try to throw a little more velocity on a breaking ball that really didn't snap off and stays high and away. And it's 2-1 the count now. No score here. Top of 2. See if Lindsay can set the table and get a board. Doesn't even hardly wiggle the bat, and then a big rip, but he got under it. It's a Cache Valley Bank foul ball straight back onto almost a soccer field where the Mustangs soccer team is playing a home game tonight. Got a triple header here tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Softball, soccer, and baseball tonight, all here at Crimson Cliffs.
You could go watch all 3 games for the price of 1. All you got to do is stand in the center.
The problem is from our broadcast, I can't see any of the other scoreboards.
You could just hear them.
Yeah. Check on some Region 10 score updates brought to you by Nets on Fire throughout the night, though. We will, in a break, swing over and get some score updates. So if you're watching or listening to this game here on the Fan Sports Network or the fansportsnetwork.com, we'll be tracking that Pineview Dixie baseball game over there at Flyer Field, also the Desert Hills Cedar game. We'll be tracking those games for you. And strike 3 on a 3-2 pitch. Lindsay started to run down to first, and a huge S&S mechanical strikeout by Ross.
Oh, yeah, the umpire's hearing it right now from a little bit of the Snow Canyon gallery, but I don't know. That was
Looked pretty good pitch.
Even Sam started to take off running. He thought he had that there.
Sam go back and watch that one, and that's one he'll probably say, yeah, I should have swung. I should have protected the plate there.
Definitely.
It was definitely close enough to the corner that probably should have offered at it. Got caught looking and down on strikes. That one missing, getting away. Ross starting off 4 batters faced. He's K'd 2 of them already, including that last one to Sam Lindsay. He was a tough guy to strike out, I'll tell you what.
Impressive strikeout there, and poised to keep it going here, it looks.
Check swing, and doesn't matter. He went strike 2.
Yeah, he's starting to find his rhythm right here.
Did they call the first one a strike or ball? The scoreboard says it's 1-1. The official put 2 fingers out, so I thought he was indicating it was strike 2, but the scoreboard says 1-1 with 1 out, so we'll go with that. And Ross ready. has the sign from Breck Starley, the Mustangs catcher. Setting up low, and that's a beautiful pitch. Ross is just peppering the zone right now.
And he really is starting to find this fire, because, I thought that was almost his third strike there, but it looks like you said 2-1.
Well, the first one got away from the catcher. It was inside, but wasn't sure if he called it a strike. I think the scoreboard is correct. 1-2 pitch from Ross. Swing and a miss, and they'll throw it down to first as it went into the dirt, but that'll do it for the top of inning number 2. Again, no runs, no hits, and a couple Ks from Javen Ross already. Oh, excuse me, that's just 2 outs. My apologies, my mistake. And it'll bring up Kyson Goetz. Got ahead of myself a little bit. He's just cruising right now. I just assumed
everybody's moseying along right now on a feel-good Tuesday.
3 strikeouts already for Javen Ross. Looks incredible tonight. Got some cars lined up in left field. See if Goetz can help his own cause. The starting pitcher tonight for Coach Sechrist. Kyson only hitting .257 this year. And a foul up and out of play. It's Cache Valley Bank foul ball. Mountains away. Take your banking to the experts at Cache Valley Bank. Just a gentle breeze now picking up. 3 to 5 miles an hour. But not too bad on a crisp night with that wind stays down.
It actually feels like it's kind of warmed up a little bit since the broadcast started.
Yeah, I think you're right. I haven't even turned the old space heater on yet.
If the thing works, right, buddy?
It does. I put a new can of propane in it. Because I don't have where to sit it. It's just on the cement. Keep my toes warm if nothing else. And that one catches the bottom corner of the K zone. And again, Ross's command and location is on point right now. The Mustangs lefty.
Yeah, he's feeling it. He knows he's 1 strike away from putting it out and closing out his 2nd inning here.
And that one ripped, but just foul down the first base line. You know, Ross came in with 27 Ks. He's already at what, 30 Ks now on the season. Only 23 pitches thrown so far. Really efficient start to this game. Goetz, let's see if he can change that. Looking for the first hit of the game. It's in the dirt. It's swing and a miss. Brex will go get it, throw it down, and that'll do it. Now there's 3 outs, Double D. No runs, no hits. And he strikes out the side. 3 S&S Mechanical strikeouts. Get your spring AC tune-ups at S&S Mechanical. The earlier you call, the more you save at S&S Mechanical. Turn to the experts. We'll take a timeout between the top of inning number 2, go to the bottom half, and it'll be Starley, Maynard, and Wright due up for Coach Abbott and the Mustangs. Scoreless baseball so far on the Wilkinson scoreboard. We'll be right back.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in Southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined.
Everything this season, or this year, has flung by, from football to basketball. I mean, it has just gone by like a breeze.
Swinging a foul straight back to Breck Starley. who took a big cut at that one. Starley, 406 batting average, 5 home runs this year for the hard-hitting catcher, first baseman, pitcher. You could probably put him anywhere. You could put him in right field, I bet. You could probably put him at third base. You could play about anywhere. 406. He's got 23 runs batted in this year, 2 doubles. And away, 2-2 now the count. Goats staying away, being a little cautious there with Brex.
Yeah, he's had a couple now get to that down and out.
Goats fastball, that's upstairs. And the count rolls to full.
Just trying to find his zone right now, see if he can get it.
A swing and a drive into the gap in right center field. This is going to be out of here. No, it hits the wall. Starley turning for 3. He's going to put the brakes on as he took a big turn at second. He's going to go back, stand up double, and he'll bury the hatchet right near second base.
Wow, what a shot there, Devin. And then, you know, I was right there with you. I thought it was going over the fence and just dropped right before.
Yep, just kind of hit the base of the wall, didn't it?
Yeah, and you know what? They got a little lucky there that it wasn't one of those that gets stuck in there and then hit that wrong roll. Then you got another guy going right around third.
Yeah, sometimes they can take a crazy carom off the post or off the bottom of the fence. But and Starley looked like a big turn at second. Looked like he was going to try to get to third. It would have been close. Put the brakes on with him. Obviously, leading off this inning, you don't want to run into and out of third base with some good hitters behind you. Here is Maynard. As they've got an Apache helicopter flying past center field. Starley had a big lead, and that one a called strike at the knees.
Look at that. Nothing.
What kind of chopper is that, CC?
I don't know. It looks like one of those Air Force things. We got to be careful.
Flying low tonight.
A little flyover here for a baseball game on a Tuesday night.
At the two helicopter propellers on the top of it. Oh. Goats Bender stays high. Trying to get that 12-6 drop like it was falling off the table, and it just wouldn't dart down in the zone. 1-1. Maynard squares the bunt, and the fake and a throw doesn't go to second, just trying to chase Breck Starley back to the bag. Maynard hitting .312 this year. Goats ready. High leg kick fastball, bat whip back as he showed bunt. Coach Abbott gonna go a little small ball here. 2-1 the count. Gonna let Maynard try to put one down. Move that.
And you can see Starley trying to lead off a little bit, get as much of that lead as he can going to third. And Goat's not giving him as much space as he might like, checking him.
Rue is covering the bag. He'll check throw over there. Trying to keep him close. Crew's deep in the hole at short, so Lyons giving a little room. So Maynard does have a lot of room through the right side if he could go the other way with a pitch here. Now Lyon will bounce over to his position. Here comes the pitch, and it just misses. Ball 3. 3-1 the count to Maynard. That looked close, but doesn't get the call from the home plate umpire.
Yeah, that was one of those close ones in there, just a little bit too inside.
Just a reminder, on Thursday night, we'll have Dixie at Pineview live for you here on the Fan Sports Network. Breaking ball, and just catches the bottom half of the K zone.
Nice little curve the way that thing dropped in there, Dev.
Maynard thought it was low. He was starting to go to first. Kind of what happened earlier to Sam Lindsay when he thought he was going to first. Goes, checks the runner. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Lost him anyway. 2-1 with nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Again, no Evans tonight. Nursing a hammy. He tried to kind of come back and kind of re-aggravate it a little bit. So I'm not sure how long he will be out. So McKay Wright steps in. One of the leader tacklers on the football field for the Coach Wayne Alofapo and the Mustangs.
See if he gets him a little slide tackle in a home plate tonight.
Get that uniform dirty. Again, bottom 2, no score on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. A swing and a pop-up, infield fly, and 1 away.
Yeah, that didn't look like it was going too much anywhere there. Just straight up for him.
Good pitch by Goetz to get the pop-up.
And you know what? That was getting close there as he had that full count, and you could see he was getting a little frustrated, but nice way to keep it in there and make him swing.
Number 17, Parker Andrus.
There's Parker Andrus. Andrus steps in, right-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher, Kyson Goetz. And a check swing, and I'll stay down low. Ball 1 for Parker, hitting .387 so far on the season. 1 home run. Goetz ready, 1-1, the 1-0 pitch, and it's a little blooper going back on the grass. Sechrist gets to it, over the shoulder catch there, and now 2 down. And Kyson Goetz got a chance to work out of a little trouble.
Yeah, good fielding there, keeping Crimson Cliffs stuck in the position they're at. You could see a little bit Starley was thinking maybe there's a chance to tag, but just never quite really got that far out.
Take Maynard.
Going to have a runner come in, looks like for Starley at second, so he can go get his catcher's gear ready. And so got a speed up runner out there for Starley. And here's Tate Maynard, ties over at first still. And Tate will step in. Here's the first pitch to Maynard, and a shot to second. Rue gobbles it up. He's going to take it unassisted over to second base for out number 3. So Kyson Goetz, all of a sudden, with 2 on and nobody outs, gets out of a little bit of trouble here, and through 2 full innings of work, 2 runs, two base runners there. And they're both stranded. And we go to the 3rd. No score here from Crimson Cliffs High School on the Fan Sports Network and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com. Stay with us.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in Southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our...
Welcome back, everybody. Glad you're with us on a brisk Tuesday night for some high school baseball. Woo! Let's go. We are having a good time tonight. Cedar Desert Hills playing over at Desert Hills. This was a game that was supposed to be this afternoon up in Cedar City. They're top of the 3rd inning right now. Musgrave is pitching for the Thunder, and they're just pacing about the same as us, and it's no score in that game like we are here. So no score to report there. You've got Dixie over at Pineview. I'm searching for a score for you to get a Nets on Fire update on that. And we'll see if we can track that down for you. Some good baseball. For 10 years in a row, we have seen a Region 10 team win a state championship. Will that trend continue?
My money would be on yes.
Yeah. Right now, Dixie is jumping out in front of Pineview 4-0. That game is in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Whites is pitching for the Panthers. Schroeder will go on Thursday. And you've got Kasem Bell going tonight. So we won't see Bell versus Schroeder. We'll see Schroeder versus maybe Bartholomew or somebody else They can throw Boston Vest. They got options. Dixie, Snow Canyon Crimson look like they have the deepest bullpens and pitching staff so far in the region.
Yeah, Dixie's got a handful of guys they can reach into the bag and grab out.
M. Swenson.
Mikhail Swenson stepping in.
Here we go, M.
The PA announcer just said it's M. Swenson. I can think of some M's. Money Swenson. We can call Money. And that one called strike. We'll see what Ross can do here in the top of the third. And he takes that one for ball one. A little bit down low. Swenson in the Buck brand beef batter's box. You want to get a half side of beef, a full side of beef, grass-fed, Utah-raised cattle. Stock that freezer with all your favorite cuts, the big old porterhouse, the T-bones, the ribeyes, the sirloins, the filet mignons.
Oh man,
New York strip.
You're making me hungry.
Get up some hamburger, Buck brand beef out of Kanab, Utah. That's where they raise their cattle. Buck brand beef. Look them up. Get your orders in today. They have availability. They'll have that meat in the freezer in just a few weeks. Excited to team up with them. Our baseball coverage this year. buckbrand@gmail.com if you want to email them to place an order, get their pricing, or you can give them a call, 435-644-2825. Count evens up at 2-2 now. I'm tempted to get a half side of beef. I haven't done that since I moved from Washington out to Utah.
I can't say I've gone to that upper echelon in life where I'm ordering the half pound of beef from
It's actually cheaper than buying your steaks at the store.
I'm sure it is.
Significantly cheaper. And they'll do it how you want. Cut it up how you want. You want it thicker, you want it thinner. They'll work with you. And lost him.
Couple pitches getting away from Ross there. And like you said, that's just going to go ahead and get Swenson up on the first.
Yep. Swenson's just a junior, hitting 488, so being a little cautious with him. That's the first free pass given up by Javen Ross in the game. Swenson was the one that kind of got things going on the walk-off against Pineview last Friday night. Got aboard, later scored on the Ryder Harrison 2-run walk-off home run. And here is Andrew Lyon. Of course, Isaac graduated last year, now playing down at Grand Canyon. Of course, his dad, Brandon Lyon, after his big league career was done, had originally drafted Rue's dad by the Blue Jays, then went to the Red Sox, then was traded right before the 04 season when they broke the curse for Kurt Schilling. So he spent a lot of time as a starter in Arizona, then moved to the bullpen. Then he had a long stint in Houston, then ended up in Detroit with Jimmy Leland was the skipper.
Been quite around.
Then he had to stop in south side of Chicago with the White Sox, then ended up going to the New York Mets and finished his career with the Anaheim Angels.
I'm impressed you remembered every one of those stops.
No, he's one of my good buddies.
I know, even then.
I could have missed one along the way. But I think I got them all. And I think I got them right in order. Tell Paulie, I don't need no spelling bee, I just needed remember what teams he played for in chronological order. Check throw over to first. Back in plenty of time. Not a big lead over there. We're top of the third inning, no score. Warriors 1 on. First base runner they've had all night against Javen Ross. Leadoff walk by Swenson. And Swenson staying in to run for himself over there.
Yeah, he's getting ready. He's nice little lead off there.
And Rue swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Beautiful pitch right down the middle.
Yeah, a little bit up in the zone, and Rue was underneath it, wasn't he?
Yeah, and honestly, that was one of those where maybe you could call it high, but just dropped just enough, I would say, for where the ump's been calling it tonight for it to be a strike.
Close enough, though. Rue swung and missed, so now Ross check throw again over to first base.
Yeah, I told you, Swenson's over there. He's trying to get a nice little lead off. I think he's thinking maybe a steal here coming up.
Looking for our Donut Run home run tonight. Start your mornings at the Donut Run off Brigham Road by KB Express. Now, they got the kolaches that we love. It's not far from the Fan Sports Network studios. So CC and Paulie and I, about once a week, twice a week, I'm over there to get a little fuel for the morning show.
Oh, yeah. Those, go in there, ask for that biscuit and gravy kolache.
You like that one?
Oh, yeah. Get it nice and warmed up about 30 seconds. It's the best way to start your morning.
Not much breeze right now. Here is the 1-2 pitch, and it's outside. 2-2 the count on Andrew Lyon. Very patient at bat here for Lyon. He looks over at Coach Sechrist, flashing the signs. Does he put a little wheels in motion here? Try to be aggressive on a 2-2 count. Swenson not going anywhere, and it's high, full count now. Very, again, patient at bat for Andrew Lyon.
Ross setting himself up here. Now he's got, like you said, that full count, Devin. See if he can get something low and see if he's had him swing high a couple times.
Full count coming from Ross. And a swing and a miss and an S&S strikeout. And Ross slipped. And, you know, he battled some injuries last year. And when he tried to plant and finish that swing, or that pitching left-handed motion, he clearly slipped, CC. What'd you see?
Yeah, just like you said, it looked like as he was doing his follow-through there on the right leg, he tried to plant in, and it just kind of slid off the front of the mound. And maybe just kind of one of those little where you catch yourselves and throws your knee off, but we'll see. He looks like he's all right, just kind of walking it off.
Coach Abbott out to check on him, but he is exited. Ross has clearly said, hey, I'm okay. Looked like he caught himself just enough that it didn't turn an ankle or anything. Just probably scared him more than anything just because of the footing wasn't there. Take a look at that replay again here. Watch as he finishes the pitching motion. And here it comes. And you can see, yeah, that left foot just kind of slipped out from under him a little bit. Looked a little awkward, but he's fine. Stays in there and quickly delivers a swing and a foul tip from Braden Loveland. Strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch now. Ross is with runner on base, taking a little bit more time. Bender called strike at the knees. Good pitch there. And now, here in the third inning, the pace has slowed a little bit. Ross looks fine, though, after slipping on the bump and doesn't get the call there. That one just missing.
Oh, ref looked like he had to sit there and contemplate that one for a little bit.
Well, our umpire, he's been very deliberate, and every strike call has been a little delayed. I think that's just his pace. Kind of noticed that. It's a slower pace on giving that strike or ball signal from behind the dish. Fastball swing and a miss, and another S&S mechanical strikeout for Javen Ross. He is mowing down Warriors right now.
Yeah, Javen Ross is starting to find that little hot zone right in the top of the strike zone. And you can tell that he's starting to see that the ump is letting that fly, because for us, what we might seem it's a little high, seems to be right on the money here. And these pitches are firing away.
So now Ross with 2 outs. First pitch, strike at the knees. Man, he is just totally in command of his control tonight.
He's feeling it right now. What is this? Only pitched 30-something? Or
he's at 39 pitches, I believe, right now. And
just fouled off the top of the bat there.
40 pitches, 25 for strikes right now for Javen Ross. That backs up what I was saying about his command tonight.
Yeah, he's picking and choosing where he's putting the ball.
Tonight's game brought to you our statistics by Adams Wealth Advisors. Markets unpredictable. Reaching your financial goals shouldn't be. Visit adamswealthadvisors.com to schedule appointment. They're now serving Southern Utah, a Utah-based company.
Just a little low and inside there, but just trying to see what he can get right now.
Something we're always looking for is our Jason Baum at Bay Equity Home Loan stolen bases tonight. We haven't had one yet. Haven't even had an attempt at a stolen base yet. Swing and a miss, and down goes Hayden Smith. Another S&S mechanical strikeout, hanging on the board through 2.5 innings. No score on the Wilkeston scoreboard. And the Mustangs and the Warriors, Goats versus Ross, locked in a pitcher's duel when we come back here to Crimson High.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Clean can.
Back here at Crimson Cliffs High School. Tonight's game presented by the Boulevard, making your house more like home for over 48 years. Locations St. George, Cedar, and Mesquite. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins. Scoreless baseball, pitchers duel. What do you see so far, CC?
Yeah, I'm seeing right now a battle, like you just said, pitchers duel. I mean, Ross having his way. But then on the other side, Gaines also doing his own thing. And maybe, just maybe, this game's going to come down to one of those walk-off bombs.
You kind of feel like whoever might score first is going to have a great chance to win. Although Snow Canyon has come from behind in 3 straight region games and won them all. Both teams are 4-0 tonight in region play in this rematch of the title game last year at Bruce Hurst Field.
And we've seen this before with both these teams. They'll have a couple slow innings, and then out of nowhere, just that 4th, 5th inning, one of them will catch fire, and they'll start lighting it up. But tonight's going to be key if you can keep this other team in hand.
Kyson Goats, first pitch to strike, second pitch swinging, and Fehi Falanala going to foul that one out of play. It's a Cache Valley Bank foul ball. And 0-2 the count on Fehi. Moved in, got some time for Coach Shalofapo with the safety position. I hear he's got a cannon for an arm. I haven't seen him pitch this year, but I hear he's got some velo. Just add another weapon to the
I was gonna say,
arsenal for Coach Abbott.
Another tool to pull out the bag.
Bender down and away from Goats. You know, Kyson grew up golfing, Snow Canyon pitcher. And then it was after his freshman or sophomore year. He's now a senior. I think it was after his sophomore year he stopped playing high school golf and put all of his time and energy into baseball, and it's served him well. He's actually a really good golfer, though. Watched him quite a bit as a junior golfer. Got paired with my son often. You know, Sam Lindsay played a little bit of golf earlier on as a youngster. Hot shot, past the glove of Goats. Rue one-hand stab, one hopper over there first, and a good dig by Loveland. And Rue had a couple routine 4-3 putouts, but that was a little more difficult.
Yeah, that was a nice play there by Lyon, coming down, grabbing that, getting the ball to first. And you know what? I was just thinking to myself, Goats was getting these a little bit down and out, and it seems like he was starting to get frustrated. Got one right down to the middle, taking advantage of, but great fielding there by Lyon.
Pitch just outside from Kyson Goats to the leadoff hitter, Jager Baldwin. 0 for 1. And a breaking ball in for a called strike at the knees. Good pitch there from Goats. Is your drink still hot?
Oh, yeah. Nice and warm.
Where's your stopper?
Oh, I didn't even come with one of those.
They get a little sticker they put on the top that keeps the heat in. You gotta ask for those when it's 48 degrees outside. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins hanging out, swinging a foul tip. and got him down on strikes. An S&S mechanical strikeout for Goats.
Yeah, nice strikeout there for him. And now, you know, get a good ground out in first, strike out on second. Good way to put away this third inning here with a shot here.
Number 24, Tyler.
Here's Tyler West stepping in. Goes 2 2/3 of works, giving up just one hit, walked one, and struck out his first S&S mechanical strikeout moments ago. That was the first K of the night to hang on the board for Goats. Ross on the other side of the equation has 7 punch-outs already in this game.
Yeah, right now you could tell that Ross, like we talked about, he's being very precision-like with the way he's pitching.
Scoreless baseball game. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Your home for high school baseball, the Fan Sports Network. All the way through the state tournament. Again, if you're listening on radio and want to watch this game, the link is up on our website, thefansportsnetwork.com. Just click on the Region 10 page and you'll find the link right there to watch this game. Had a little internet buffering, but I think we're cleared up now, so glad you're with us.
Got the 1-2 count, and West fighting for his life out here swinging away.
And that one high.
Good eye there.
Well, this game's lived up to the billing of the rematch of two teams that played for the championship last year. Scoreless baseball, swing and a miss, big cut in it. The breaking ball got Tyler West. So 2 strikeouts now, brought to you by S&S Mechanical for Kyson Goats here in the third inning. And after 3 full innings, we're scoreless on the Wilkinson scoreboard. We'll be back. More Mustangs versus the Warriors. Haven't settled anything on the Fan Sports Network.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in Southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Hey, welcome back. Scoreless baseball so far. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins, and to step into the Buck Brand Beef batter's box to lead off the Warriors here in the top of the fourth inning. It'll be the 2, 3, 4 hitters in the lineup. Sechrist, Harrison, and Lindsay. And Ross, right now, has yet to give up a hit. Got a little no watch going here as we enter the fourth inning.
Yeah, and you know, if this could be one of those nights where he's just starting to feel it, like we talked about, 7 strikeouts already, and we're only in the 4th. This is an impressive night here for Ross.
What's he hitting on the gun? I wonder what Ross fastball topping out 87, 88? Yeah, I mean, we don't have the gun tonight right behind the backstop with us, but probably 85, 86 for sure from the fastball from Ross. And then, but he changes his speeds up with the slider and the curveball and got the change up as well. They haven't found a way to get to him yet.
And he's just been very accurate where he's trying to hit. You know, he knows that some of these guys right now have been swinging at these low and inside, so he just keeps that picking away there.
So Ross with 7 strikeouts already on the box score, ready to go to work here against Sechrist. Sechrist, again, swinging a hot bat this year. Hitting over 435. I think it's 438 to be exact coming into tonight. The batting average for Sechrist. A couple extra base hits. Won't get a lot of ribbies in that 2 spot on most teams, but for this Snow Canyon team, the bottom lineup's been producing. I mean, this team comes in hitting 373 as a team. Mustangs hit 393 as a team. So there's RBIs up and down the lineup to be had. That will kind of come down. Scoring usually does come down in region matchups like this, where you have great pitching to go along with great hitting. Right now, pitching's winning as Ross goes ahead in the count 1-2. A swing and a miss from Crew Sechrist. crew rocking the long blonde locks from the batting helmet. And that one hops the plate. And that hit Starley in the chest protector. That's why you wear that thing, but that stung him a little bit, I think.
Yeah, so, you know, you could wear all that padding, but just like in football, you get a good shot to the chest, you'll feel it.
Starley didn't ask for any time, though, so he seems to be okay. Not surprised. He's tough as they come. So 2-2 count here. Nobody on, no outs, starting the inning here in a scoreless baseball game. Still nobody has punched around. Nobody has had a base runner past second base. Crimson's the only one that's even got somebody to second base. So
Yeah,
Canyon's only had a guy on first, and that's it.
Starley got close there. He had that one that dropped just right before the field, or right before the fence.
Swinson walked. That's the only base runner tonight for the Warriors. A chopper to second. Glove by Maynard. Throw over there in time to Andrus, and they'll throw it around the horn. A 4-3 put out. Second base has been the busy spot for grounders tonight with the lefties on the bump.
Yeah, right. It has been the money, you know, between Lyons and between Maynard. They're going right to each other.
No score. Fourth inning, one down. Ryder Harrison. Got a couple people say, loved your call on the Ryder Harrison 2-run walk-off home run the other night. I told people, yeah, I was summoning my inner Mariners in me. It was a combo of Berman and a home run derby, and Mariners legendary broadcaster Dave Niehaus. Dave Niehaus used to always say, and I grew up in Royal City, Washington, and it, you know, I would spend a lot of time on the swather or the tractor, and I listened to a lot of Mariner baseball growing up in the Niehaus, Rick Riz era. And flyaway baseball was kind of the call. So it was a back flyaway baseball call last Friday night. Off the bat of this guy who steps in with one out, nobody on for the Warriors, trying to get something going. They beat him. Ross Plunkson. So Ryder Harrison hit by the pitch, and he is aboard.
Yeah, just slipped away, got away from there. And, you know, again, the way it's been going right now, I'm sure, as painful as it is, Snow Canyon's going to be happy to have a guy on base.
Just a reminder, our Bucks Ace Hardware look ahead to our next broadcast. It'll be Thursday night. We thought about doing the home and home, but we wanted to get in another game. We think Thursday night Dixie Pineview game could be a good one. Although last we checked, Dixie was already up on Pineview 4-0 tonight. But no surprise with Case and Bell going tonight. Pineview will throw their ace, Nash Schroeder, on Thursday. When Schroeder on the mound, Pineview's got a chance every time. So Ross will try to regroup after hitting Ryder Harrison. Swinging a pop-up from Sam Lindsay. I think it's going to twist right near the dugout, and it's going to stay in play. It curves back and fools Parker Andrus, and Lindsay has new life. A little spinach on that ball.
I was going to say, it looked like that one was going to soar out, and then right before
that was
out of play, it came back in.
That was like a little preview of what Tiger's wedges could look like at Augusta this week.
Oh, if only.
Spin them. Spin them.
We're hoping Tiger goes out there and hits something like that.
Sam has new life.
There you go, Sammy.
0-1 count. It's just a Cache Valley Bank foul ball. Ross is ready. He's been crisp tonight. Looking really good with his command. 0-1 delivery, breaking ball stays away. 1-1 the count. Tonight's game brought to you by Rally Stop. Hoping for some 2-out rallies tonight. We haven't seen any yet. Nobody's been able to do much because the pitchers have been so good. Stop by before or after your next game at a Southern Utah Rally Stop. Proud sponsor of Region 10 Baseball on the Fan Sports Network.
Yeah, and you know, if Ross gives him a chance here down the middle, we could see Lindsay be our first guy to go yard here tonight. He's in the one this season.
Yep, leads the state. Swing and a miss. That was a big cut there, but it comes up empty. And it's 2-2.
Ross is coming with some fire here tonight. Pitch 55 for him.
Yeah, pretty efficient. I mean, through this Snow Canyon dangerous lineup.
It just looks so surgical from him tonight. He's picking where he wants to put the ball.
See what he comes up here. 2-2 count. Lindsay. That's a balk. They call it balk. So Ryder Harrison will head to second. And now, for the first time tonight, a duck on the pond. Snow Canyon offensively. Coach Abbott's questioning what he did, saying he came set Coach Abbott didn't cross the line to come out and protest too hard, but letting him know he didn't like that balk call. And now Sam Lindsay got a chance to maybe swat in a run here.
Yeah, this is the guy you want on base when you have somebody down in second.
Lindsay at the plate, the senior, hitting .487 with 8 dingers, and now Brex wants time. Wants to talk to Ross. Javen played a little football coming up through youth football. Played a little bit of quarterback. He's actually teammates with Noah Futalolo, who ended up being the Desert Hills starting quarterback for the last couple seasons. And is going to go play at Carroll College up in Montana, right?
Yes. No.
Him and Link, or did Noah sign somewhere else? Did he go?
Noah's going to Carroll. I just can't remember if it's up in Montana.
It's Montana. It's in Helena, yep.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh, he got Sam right in the hip pocket with the fastball. And Sam spills down at the dish. And he looks okay, but he doesn't look happy.
And for a guy like Ross, who's been pitching so well tonight, that's 2 batters in a row you've hit now. And
now Coach Abbott maybe coming to check on Ross from the line. He's already had 1 visit. I don't think he wants to go all the way and visit again here. And now he's going to call time. So the first trouble Ross has really been in tonight comes here in the 4th inning, top half, with 1 out and 2 on now. Harrison got aboard, then moved to second on a balk, and now hit by a pitch again. So 2 hit batters here in the inning. 2 on, 1 out, and we got time on the mound here as Coach Justin Abbott having some discussion with his whole infield and Javen Ross, who's been incredible, but seems to be a little bit rattled here in this inning.
Coach probably just coming in, saying, hey, let's get our mind up. Let's get back together here, Ross, like you said, pitching lights out here tonight. Other than these past 2 batters he's hit, I mean, it's really been a very impressive outing.
Yeah, hit these 2, had that 1 walk previous, and that's it. He's already struck out 7 in just 3 1/3 of work. And it's been 33 strikes, 57 total pitches for Javen Ross, and Talon Kelly, big strong righty, steps in for the Warriors here. Kelly rocking number 1, hitting straight up 300 coming into tonight. Outside, ball 1. And you got somebody getting loose down in the bullpen. I think is it Morris? I think it looks Aaron Morris maybe. Is that number 2 down there, CC? Can you see? It looks like it is Morris. Morris got to start last week because they played 3 games. And Ross is saying, hey, you don't need to warm up. I got this, fellas. But as he delivers a fastball down Broadway.
Trying to keep himself on the mound here. And, again, what he's done is impressive. And maybe the tank's starting to fizz out a little bit. Maybe he's getting a little empty. But let's see what he's got here. He's showing a little bit of fight left.
Breaking ball. And Brex is like, hey, keep it down. Come on, let's go. You can kind of hear kind of a little pump from the catcher. Snow Canyon can be really patient right now because all of a sudden Ross is having a little trouble finding the zone.
Yeah, just like we mentioned, both these teams have a tendency.
Swinging a Cache Valley Bank foul ball off the bat of Talon Kelly.
I think we just gave a soccer player a souvenir there.
I'll have to check on that soccer score over there. Crimson soccer team having a great start to the season. So is Desert Hills. They're right up there, top of the 4A RPI rankings that came out. Of course, that softball game is really good too. Snow Canyon Crimson softball, Desert Hills also. Those 3 teams have kind of had a great start to the softball season locally. Check on some Nets on Fire Region 10 score updates in between innings, and got Tank Kelly. TK goes down. It's the 8th SNS mechanical strikeout of the night for Javen Ross.
And now hopefully Ross can kind of use this as some momentum, find himself, get back into that groove that he was in the first couple innings, and then he'll feel comfortable. We were talking about it for a while there, Devin. There was a possibility he could be looking at one of those no-hitters. And as we see, that might be starting to fade away here now. We just got to be careful.
Yeah, still hasn't given up the hit. Still got the no-no intact. Guys and Goats wants to change that. 2 down, runner in scoring position. Harrison's out there at second. Sam Lindsay's over at first, and a strike at the knees from Javen Ross. Big pitch there to get ahead in the count.
Yeah, at this point now it's mental for Ross, just trying to find his zone and find where he can put this ball in.
See what he calls here. Starley flashing the signs. And it sawed off the hands of Goats. Another Cache Valley Bank foul ball. Breeze picking up just a little. See a little bit of that American flag in center field. Definitely not as windy as it was earlier today with the rain and the snow flurries.
Yeah, it's actually gotten better as the night's gone on.
Supposed to be mid-50s tomorrow. And then by Thursday, even rising there to in the 80s over the weekend. And this is a slow roller out to short. Soto underhands the second. And Javen Ross works out a little bit of trouble here in the top of the 4th inning. No runs, no hits. Did hit a couple guys, but no runs scored, so we stay scoreless. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 0-0 on the Wilkinson scoreboard right here on the Fan Sports Network and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com. Stay with us.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
Dentistry, 656-0511.
Hey, we're back. Got some Nets on Fire updates. How about we go to the association night? Utah Jazz trying to get as good of a draft pick as they can with just 3 games after this game tonight. They're in the Viv at home against the Lakers, and they trail by 5.
There we go. That's
84 to 79. Anthony Davis has 16 and 8. Taylor Horton Tucker has 18 tonight. Also, Cedar has jumped out in front of Desert Hills 2-0 right now in that game that is actually Cedar at the home game, but with the snow up there, they're playing that game over at Desert Hills, Thunder Field. Dixie Flyers are hosting Pineview, and it's still a, let's see if we get an update, still middle of the 4th, 4-0. Dixie leads Pineview right now. So those are your updates. I don't have any of the soccer scores or softball scores yet, but we'll find them for you. There's a shot, but it's high and lifted to second, and Rue camping under it, and Lyon makes the catch. Pretty much a can of corn there.
They need me to go, but I don't want to leave.
You know, you talk about Ross, but how good has Goats been? He's given up just 1 hit so far tonight. I mean, incredible pitching performance from both these guys. And Goats now, that was just his 47th pitch. So Goats has been very efficient tonight.
Nice pitch there from him, too.
That one outside is Hayden Smith. Great catchers for both respective teams tonight. Smith pouncing out wide to block that and glove it. That one high. Goats working a lot faster than Ross was. Of course, no pitch clock at the high school level. I was going to say,
he's getting ready for that pitch clock.
Starley's working the gum tonight. That's some bubble gum.
Big league chew in there?
I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know what kind of gum he's rocking, but he'll draw the walk. Oh. Goats didn't love the call. Kind of had a blank stare there.
A little hesitation between him and the
One on with
now batting second base.
1 out.
Number 28, Ty Maynard.
Ty Maynard will step in. Ty and Tate, twins, seniors, part of that state championship team last year. These kids grew up wrestling.
Oh, that's
great
a good
wrestlers,
shot there.
But it's going to be shallow into right and easily out number 2.
I tried to track that one there, Double D, and then I ran right into a big pole.
Yeah, didn't get a lot of that one. Swinson had to come in about 15 steps, and then he was camped under it for out number 2.
Looks like we got a
number 3.
shoe fall off.
What's that?
Looks like we had a shoe fall off or a shin guard fall off or some equipment gear malfunction out there.
I didn't see it, but McKay Wright steps in. Down the third base line in the Crimson's dugout?
No, it was a guy who just ran off.
Oh, okay. Maybe falling off. Yeah, a lot of them put that shin guard on, and then maybe one of the straps came off as he was coming to the dugout. Bottom 4th inning, scoreless baseball here on the Wilkinson South Lighting scoreboard.
Oh.
Light it up, Region 10. Let's see some runs tonight, huh? Right now, nobody has been able to get a runner past second base. Both teams have had one guy there, and both pitchers have quickly shut that down.
Defensive effort here tonight. Very good pitching from both squads.
Goats now ready, ahead in the count. 0-2 to McKay Wright. And a snap throw over to first to check the runner. Back in plenty of time. That's Skinner over there at first, running. Goats now with the runner on his load a little bit. And got him. That'll do it. An S&S mechanical strikeout for Kyson Goats, who looks like he's just going for a walk in the park with his dog. Just cruises back to the dugout. And we go to the top of the 5th and we come back. No score between these two Region 10 Titans. We'll be back on the Fan Sports Network and the live stream, thefansportsnetwork.com.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Checking some scores. The field's behind us. CC, give everybody a Nets on Fire update.
Yeah, I ran over to the softball field real quick. It looks like Crimson Cliff's down right now, 2-0. And then ran over to the soccer field. Didn't see who Crimson Cliffs was playing tonight, but that game was 4-0. Looks like Crimson Cliff's taking care of business right now.
Number 27, Mikhail Swinson.
Can it be a clean sweep on a triple header night here at Crimson Cliffs?
Party in the lot after.
We'll see. We'll see. Right now, scoreless baseball. We go to top of the 5th. And still Javen Ross in the pitch. And Swinson to lead off here for the Warriors. Swinson. Walked, won his first at bat, and that's a Cache Valley Bank fly ball.
Sounded good, but it fouled out far right field.
Got The defense set up pretty straight up here. West playing right behind second out in center. Manuela out there in left playing straight up. Right field, Jacob Baldwin hugging the line a little bit. So the biggest gap is probably in right center. See if Swinson can drive something into the alleyway there. Ross, breaking ball that doesn't break. And it's 1-2 the count here on Swinson. 68 pitches now for Ross.
2-2, I think now.
2-2 the count. Thank you. The delivery and a swing and a miss and another one. Number 9 for the lefty, Javen Ross.
Ooh, Ross is making a nice contender. He might be one of our AWP players of the week.
Andrew Lyons.
Yeah, he's looking good. Just had that little scare last team, but it looks like he settled down here in our Boulevard home game of the week. Making your house a home for over 48 years. Stop by one of their southern Utah locations. Appreciate Finley Subaru bringing you tonight's game. Looking for a bin blasters blast of the game, introducing the clean can plan from Bin Blasters. Say goodbye to dirty and smelly garbage cans forever with their convenient subscription service for just $19.99 a month. Go to binblasters.com and get signed up. Haven't really had one, just one hit tonight.
Yeah, nothing so far. We had the one, I think it was Starley who hit that one right out to the wall.
That was it. Yep, Brex.
And that was all we've seen so far.
That was a bin blast of the game so far, and it's the only hit so far off the bat of Brex.
It is crazy because we talked about it in the pregame. You know, both these teams here with well over 370-plus batting average. I mean, you would think that we'd see a couple more dingers here.
Bruce swinging a foul tip into the mid of Starley, and 2-1 now to Andrew Line. Line 0 for 1 tonight. 72 pitches now for Ross. Nobody on, one away here. Top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, and Rue a little frustrated with that. Swing and a miss. Just a sophomore.
Hey, you see him take a little walk away from the plate, just try to get his mind right. Tell Ross being surgical here tonight with his pitches.
I think his dad can help Andrew, who's a really good pitcher. We'll see him in some spots in region. They call a strike 3. There goes another S&S Mechanical. Double-digit Ks to hang on the board for Mr. Ross. The Mustangs pitcher having himself a night. K meter off the charts.
Yeah, Lyon almost didn't even believe they called that one a strike. For a second, he looked back at the ump and said, come on, man. But
I was about to say, his dad helps him a lot with his pitching. He's the pitching coach for Snow Canyon. But I think Brandon had 1 career hit, if I'm not mistaken, and only a couple at bats when he was in the NL. That one missing. Ball 1. This is Loveland, the number 9 hitter. Then you're back to Hayden Smith in the top of the order. In a scoreless baseball game here. If they can get to Smith, 2 down here. Ross has other ideas as he rips the fastball right down center street. And Loveland does not offer at it. Strike 1. Count evens at 1-1. Looking for our Red Bed Regeneration Energy play of the game tonight. Come get lit with the red light therapy. Initially developed by NASA for astronauts, red light therapy has been used to heal scars, inflammation, decrease pain, help people burn fat faster. Benefits are endless. For more information, go to redbedregen.com. That's redbed, REGN.com. Have you ever had that, red light therapy?
I can't say I have. Is that the
I've done the cold therapy, like the cryotherapy, but I've never done the
I've done that. The big fan of the cryotherapy, especially from a guy who doesn't like ice baths. That was the way to go for me.
Yeah.
Guy who's going to need an ice bath after this is going to be Ross for that arm.
He still looks strong, though. That one off the mid of Starley gets to the backstop with nobody on, no problem. But it is now 3-1 to the number 9 hit up Loveland. Loveland trying to get aboard any way he can. 3-1 pitch. Ross fastball inside, lost him. Just the second walk from Ross tonight. He has hit 2 batters. And those are the only 4 base runners for Snow Canyon in this game. Loveland hitting 342 for that 9 spot, but doesn't offer at a pitch, and he's aboard. And here's top of the order, Hayden Smith.
Yeah, interesting with how good Ross has been pitching tonight. It feels like Snow Canyon's really been the only team to have a whole lot of guys on base.
Smith is 0 for 2 tonight so far. Rocking number 16, hitting 404 on the year. Runner's going to go. A swing and a drive. Good, solid.
That's a good
And that's
shot.
going back to the wall, and that one's going to be caught on the track by Jager Baldwin for out number 3. 5 to 7 feet away from leaving this yard, it appeared. And that'll do it for the top half of the 5th. Smith got the Warrior fans a look there. Good swipe of the bat. Caught it clean, but it does not leave the park, and Jager Baldwin makes the play. No runs, no hits. 1 left on base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 5. We're scoreless on the Wilkinson scoreboard here on our Fan Sports Network Game of the Week.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Appliance Wholesalers Plus are the playmakers in the appliance business. Need new appliances? Then stop by their showroom and save money and buy right from the distributors at AWP. They are open to the public across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. And stay tuned for the AWP Playmaker of the Game.
Think Bucks. Need anything for your home or lawn or garden? As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Back live here, Devin Dixon, Connor Collins with you. Scoreless baseball, CC. This game is moving along. It's 8:53. First pitch was not till 7:36, and we're already at the bottom of the 5th inning.
Yeah, I was going to say, and if I'm correct, in high school it is 7 innings and then extra innings if needed, correct?
Yep, correct.
So yeah, we're coming up onto the last couple innings, and we only need to see a couple extra ones the way this is going. Very big defensive effort from both teams here tonight.
Yep. Right now, nobody has got a runner to 3rd. Nobody got a runner past 2nd. Crimson's had the guys there a couple times, and
I gotta say, Double D, I'm impressed here with Goats tonight. I mean, he's just, look at this. He's come out here and it seems as if he almost has a pitch clock going.
Yeah.
He's just not even giving the batter a whole lot of time to get caught up, and just like that, we're already 1-1 count.
Breaking ball catches the bottom of the K zone from Goats. Parker Andrus all of a sudden down 1-2 the count. Goats has the sign. The right-handed pitch stays high. 2-2.
Good eye there by Parker. You saw that one coming. Little high, just decided to wave it off.
And got him. Another S&S mechanical strikeout for Kyson Goats. Turn to the experts. Spring AC tune-ups available.
That might have been Kyson's probably 4 best pitches that he's done all night right there. That little series, I mean, you could tell he had a little bit of confidence and moxie in those pitches there too.
Nets umpire update on the Jazz. If you're DVRing this, plug your ears for a second. Jazz have cut it to 2, 98-95, 11-18 left in the 4th up in Salt Lake. I predicted the morning show this morning the Jazz would go 1-3 in their last 4 games. Got the Lakers, the Thunder, the Nuggets, and then the Lakers again on Sunday to wrap up the regular season and probably the entire season for the Jazz, who are now, what, 2.5 back of a play-in game. They'd have to win out and get some help. Of course, Dallas is doing their best to play their way out of the postseason, aren't they?
Yeah, you know, their absolute hardest to. I've never seen a team that wants to win So bad, just find every way to lose.
Kyrie and Luka not working for Mark Cuban. And all of a sudden, the count 2-2 now. And a swing, and that one's going to be fought off. Cache Valley Bank foul ball. Maynard. This is Tate. And everybody resets. Here comes the 2-2 pitch again. And a shot to second. And Rue's going to track it down. The throw is not going to be in time, though. Loveland had left the bag to try to get to it. He was just tracking back. I don't think he had time to get there anyway. That's going to be the second hit of the night. Not really an infield hit. It did get to the grass, but barely. And one on with one out for the Mustangs. Trying to break a scoreless tie.
Now batting the left fielder, number 22.
Fehi steps in. Onaulo is ready to go. Facing Kyson Goats in the Buck Brand Beef batter's box. Don't forget, Buck Brand Beef. Homegrown, grass-fed. Your cuts, your steaks, your way. Get a quarter. Get split it with your buddies. Get a full side of beef. Email buckbrand@gmail.com. Or I'll give you the phone number if you want to call and get more details, get the pricing.
Give them the number, Double D.
I should, shouldn't I? Got to give you that number.
Where's the beef?
And the number is 435-644-2825. 435-644-2845. 2825, excuse me. 435-644-2825 or email buckbrand@gmail.com to order your homegrown Southern Utah beef from Buck Brand Beef. That he has a one hopper and they'll swipe second. Maynard is going to be there with the bomb stolen base. Jason Baum, Equity Home Loans. First swipe bag of the night.
Happened just like that. And now we're starting to see a little bit of momentum for the Mustangs.
A-Trust 2.0 AWP land.
Gates started this off. It's very hot pitching and just a second, third series in now. I mean, you could tell maybe I think he came out a little bit too fast.
Adams Wealth Advisor stat line on Kyson Goats so far. 4 1/3, 2 hit baseball, walked 2, struck out 4. With 1 on and 1 out, they are going to lift Maynard and put a little bit more speed on the base path. And we've got a speed up runner here trotting on. Get you that. It's White. I think that's White running.
T. White.
So White in to run for Maynard.
That's Ty White.
We're in the bottom of the 5th. No score.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like they got a little extra wheels out there now.
Everybody catching their breath here. Comes the 2-1 pitch from Kyson Goats. And Ponuela going to let that one zip in for a called strike at the knees on the outer half of the plate.
Nice 2-2 count there. See if Gates can get another one here. Help put away this 5th inning.
Breaking ball, and he got him. Got him with a hook. S&S Mechanical strikeout.
Beautiful drop on that pitch there, Devin. He came in nice and high right before it got to him. Broke right to the middle. Perfect curve.
Goats and Ross locked in a pitcher's duel tonight. And leadoff man Jager Baldwin will step into the Buck Brand Beef batter's box. With 1 on. That's pinch runner White out there. 2 outs. Goats, rocks, fires, breaking ball, catches the bottom of the K zone. Strike 1.
Hey, Gates slowing it down a little bit now. Not pitching as fast as he was when he started this inning off.
And there's a fly ball going to be staying in the yard near the track, and it's out number 3. And they do get 1 hit. strand one, but can't get that elusive run. We stay scoreless through 5 here at Crimson Cliffs High School between the Warriors and the Mustangs on the Fan Sports Network.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains away. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Turn to the experts.
Got a couple Nets on Fire score updates for you here as we're back at Crimson Cliffs. Scoreless game here between the Warriors and the Mustangs on the Fan Sports Network. Desert Hills leading Cedar 8-2 right now. And Dixie has opened up a can on Pineview, now 10-0. That game in the bottom of the 4th inning. So that one could be over after 5 unless Pineview can get a little something going. Mercy rule, 10 after 5. Aaron Morris into pitch in relief of Javen Ross, who has a no-hitter going. The final line on Ross, pretty good. Look at our Adams Wealth Advisor statistics. Planning your financial future isn't hard with a little help, a little planning, a little expertise from our friends at Adams Wealth Advisors. Crimson Cliffs in a scoreless game. You know, Ross, after that slippage there, kind of got a little bit of rattle going, then collected himself last inning, seemed fine. Leave with the no-hitter going. 5 innings of work, walked 2, struck out 10. The line on Ross tonight, but Morris will come in, and Morris has been one of the best back-end guys the last 2 years, and the guy that Coach Abbott will turn to in a spot like this.
Yeah, close game here, getting down to this last inning and a half or so here. You just decide, go with your closer.
.46 ERA, 0.46 ERA, 2-0 record, 4 appearances, got 1 save, 2 wins, so he's been good. 15 1/3 of work, giving up 1 earned run the whole season. Walked 3, struck out 16. He gets a ground out and the throw in time for 1 away.
Yeah, good play there. And honestly, for a second, it looked like that might have rolled out, but just stayed inside. Good play by the third baseman there.
Harrison.
So here is the number 3 batter for Coach Sechrist in the Warrior lineup, Ryder Harrison. Ryder hitting right at 500 on the button and a big swing and a miss. Had the walk-off last Friday night to beat Pineview. He's got 3 home runs this year. So Canyon as a team came in with 22. But 19 of them between Lindsay and Smith, Swenson, and Harrison. So you got some pop in the lineup, but not a hit tonight for the Warriors so far. And Morris has been stingy. 1-1 pitch, just a bit outside. 2-1 the count now. Morris, long looking, agrees on the pitch. The righty delivery, swing and a miss, strike 2.
Heck of a windup there with that pitch, Double D. I mean, it looks like he's really reaching that thing out there before he brings it back in.
Aaron Morris's brother played at Desert Hills, Drew Thorpe, who just got drafted by the Yankees in the 2nd round last year. Expected to see him up in the big leagues by 2025, and Morris, I'm sure, talks a lot to Drew when it comes to pitching. And he struck out Ryder Harrison, and 2 down here. Another S&S Mechanical strikeout for this pitching staff of the Mustangs. And Sam Lindsay will step in. One swing of the bat, one mistake, and Lindsay can make you pay. And looking for a rally stop, 2-out rally are the Warriors with nobody on and 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning in a scoreless game. Check swing and just missing inside. 1-0 the count. Morris in relief after Ross didn't give up a hit through 5 innings of work on the bump. Morris wants to keep it that way, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, he does, and he's doing good so far. Already 2 outs in, going into the top of the 6 here.
Morris, rocket number 2, swing and a miss. Lindsay couldn't find it.
He was swinging for that one, going for some contact. You could tell that Lindsay was trying to make that number 9 on the year.
Well, Sam's come in and he's swinging. Just couldn't find it. We'll see what happens here. It's the 1-2 pitch from Aaron Morris and a swing and a pop-up, shallow. And the second baseman going out, and it is Maynard that makes the catch. And how about Morris coming in, closing the door, 3 up, 3 down.
Small Canyon, 0 runs on 0 hits.
And right now we've got a pitcher's duel, no score. Through 5.5, we go to the bottom of the 6th when we come back on the Fan Sports Network. Nobody has settled anything on the diamond tonight between the Mustangs and the Warriors.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Dentistry, 656-0511.
Looking for a place to let the kids run wild? Host a birthday party? House of Jump has got you covered. Plenty of trampolines, head-to-head games, and inflatables. Jump in or book online at houseofjump.com. When you hear the dunk of the game, text DUNK to 833-644-2423 for 1 hour free jump time.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Hey, welcome back to the ballpark tonight. Crimson and Snow Canyon, no score here. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Kyson Goetz still on the rubber out there for Coach Sechrist. Looking for a couple of awards tonight. Our Hearst Ace Hardware Player of the Game. Ace the Place, variety of products at prices to please. And, of course, downtown heart of St. George, downtown heart of Cedar City. Also looking for our Jersey Mike's sub of the game. You got to get it Mike's way when you go to Jersey Mike's. That might be a stop I could make for lunch tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, you go and get that. What do you get there? I love the number 13, that Italian. Go and get Mike's way, like you said.
Tyler West to lead off for the Mustangs is swinging a foul straight back. 0-1 the count. So Coach Abbott goes to the pin, and it works out well. Coach Sechrist staying with Goetz. Goetz ready to just throw his 74th pitch, and West tries to bunt it and stays fouled down the third base line. 0-2 the count to Ty West, who can get on. He's got unbelievable speed.
Yeah, we saw him earlier. He made a little bit of contact on a foul ball, just taking off, and you could see the wheels that this kid has.
And he lays off that pitch and stays away. Ball 1. Still looking for that donut run home run.
This game looks like it might come down to it.
Also looking for a Ben Blaster's blast of the game. Got one from Brexton Starley, and that pass ball gets away. And Goetz upset a little bit, and now a leadoff man is aboard, which is the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 6th inning. I don't know if Hayden Smith got crossed up or if it just one hopped off the rubber and took a funny hop, because that is turf around home plate, not the dirt. Smith kind of looked like he maybe was kind of pointing down, like it maybe hit the indentation where home plate is sets lower by an inch than the rubber around it.
Junior.
Here's Petey Soto Jr. Tragically lost his dad during COVID. Played with a heavy heart, I know, last year. But is committed to play at Utah Tech. Staying here in the STG to play for Coach Fate and the Trailblazers. And strike one, called at the knees. PD hitting .441 this year. And that's a bunt that's going to get fouled down the first baseline. So Coach Abbott going a little small ball here. West flashed bunt, couldn't lay it down. Soto flashes a bunt, can't lay it down. 0-2 the count. Do you trust him to lay it down again? Probably not in this situation. But with no outs, probably let Petey try to swing his way aboard here. Goats, the righty delivery, a swing and a drive into the alleyway. This one going back towards the wall, and it's going to get down. And they're going to send the runner around third. And they're going to put a stop sign at second on Soto, and Crimson's Petey Soto Jr. an RBI double into the alleyway in left center field, and Crimson takes the 1-0 lead.
And just like that, look at the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs double D. We talked about it. It only takes one good pitch for them to get themselves right back on the board. Beautiful RBI.
See, we got a shot of that replay. Cody working on getting that replay. That level swing, excellent job by Soto. And here comes Coach Sechrist. Here comes Coach Sechrist. And let's take a look at that replay here if we have it. Watch the level swing from Soto. And just puts a charge into that right towards the light and left center field. RBI double for Petey. And Crimson has the 1-0 lead.
Beautiful.
And looks like the night is done for Kyson Goats. We're going to have a pitching change brought to you by our friends at Nets on Fire. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back. And it looks like Talon Kelly's going to get the ball from Coach Sechrist with the Mustangs here in the bottom of the 6th. Up 1-0 on the Fan Sports Network on the Wilkinson scoreboard.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatrics Dentistry are game changers. Take advantage now of the new patient special, which includes x-ray exam and cleaning for one low price. Call to schedule your appointment today at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 656-0511.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Welcome back, everybody. And Petey Soto, RBI double. Mustangs have the 1-0 lead. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins with you. And what a smooth swing from Petey Soto. We finally have a run on the board tonight.
Yeah, we got to look at that one back on the replay, and just a great chop at that thing.
Now batting, number 6,
Braxton Starley will step in.
Well, we saw him hit a bomb earlier tonight, too. Let's see if he's got another one in store here.
Starley, had a bin blaster blast to the gap, but they couldn't do anything with him, and he'll foul that fastball back from Talon Kelly. Talon Kelly got good fastball. He got the start last Friday in that pitcher's duel with Nash Schroeder Pineview, the 3-2 walk-off win, and now they'll use him on the back end tonight. That means they could throw Coden Herman or Andrew Lyon or a number of other guys in the rematch on Thursday. Just
that short turnaround this week.
Yes, and Kelly, if he can keep the pitch count down, still could be available. You know, stay under 35 pitches, come back on 1 day's rest.
Very well could here. You coming into the 7th inning. I mean, Crimson starting to find themselves with a grip on this.
Took a while, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, these are two of the best teams in region as far as we talk about hitting and ERA-wise, but you look at the scoreboard in 0-1. The first score here comes at the bottom of the 6th.
Look at Talon Kelly. 5 appearances, 0 ERA. you know, even the other night when Pineview scored, it was an unearned run. So he's been almost flawless. I mean, 1-0 in 5 appearances. We've got just one win. 17 2/3 work. Walked 2, struck out 30. Fastball will get up there 89, 90. I think he was topping out about 89 last Friday when we called the game with Talon on the bump.
You ever test your arm in one of those things, Double D, see how fast you could throw?
Yeah.
What was your top speed?
I was just safe code, a Mariners game. My son was like, Dad, let's go put on the speed, the gun, you know? And I'm like, threw it as hard as I could. And first pitch, 63. Second pitch, I got up to about 66. And then I threw it as hard as I can. My arm was hanging, and I touched 70. That's all I had.
I tried to go out there and do something.
But that was just 5 or 6 years ago. I bet I couldn't touch 70. Give me 20 pitches, I bet I couldn't throw it 70 right now.
Oh, I couldn't throw a ball more than 10.
And Starley is aboard. Kelly walks him.
If it wasn't for Wayne, it wouldn't be.
So still nobody down here, and already a 1-0 lead. Ty Maynard steps into the Buck Brand Beef batter box. This is a spot where Snow Canyon still got 2 on now. Nobody out, and a little bit of trouble. Bullpen, Talon Kelly on the bump, breaking ball, pretty one, called strike. Maynard whips the bat back.
Yeah, got to get a couple of these strikes in now. Just want to be safe because we've already seen Crimson Cliff starting to rally here coming to 6th inning.
Here's a pickoff move, but Petey Soto back in plenty of time. Nobody really covering the bag anyway, just looking him back. Good speed from Soto Jr. out there at second after the RBI double. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball again from TK. I've been calling him Tank quite a bit, and some of his teammates do. I asked Sam Lindsay last week, and he just calls him TK.
TK, I like it. Sweet and simple.
Kelly in line to be the starting quarterback for the football team this fall. Just a junior.
Got some pretty big shoes to fill there after Barber moving on.
Barber's a Crimson. Hunter Johnson, the quarterback, Snow Canyon. But he started the game against Crimson, if you remember, and did an unbelievable job when Hunter was hurt. Bunt, laid down. It's a good one. Throw in time over to Loveland at first. So 1-3 the put out. Good thing Kelly's got a rocket arm, but the sack bunt works well for Maynard, and now 2 on with 1 out. Runners advance to second and third. Little small ball. Coach Abbott finally gets the guy to lay down a bunt. It was Maynard that came through in the clutch.
Number 3, McKay Wright.
McKay Wright will step in. And McKay taking his time. Now he steps into the Buck Brand Beef batter box. Town Kelly. Smith flashing the signs. Long look in, has it. And it's the fastball, brushed him back inside, ball 1.
And just lost that one there a little bit too far inside, and don't want to see anything slip away right now, especially while you got runners on base.
Great crowd tonight here at Crimson Cliffs for this rematch of the state 4A title game at Bruce Hurst Field. A little less than a year ago. How many propane heaters can you count in the crowd, though? It's a cold night.
Oh, yeah. We got propane heaters. We got the plug-in electrical heaters. I mean, everybody's got something.
Sebastian, our camera guy's got gloves tonight. He did not have gloves last week. He wised up.
Smart move.
I see blankets in the crowd. Quite a few blankets getting rocked here. It's a cold night.
Got Miranda back there with a couple blankets on, keeping her warm.
It's a chilly one here. Temperature's right around 40 degrees, I'm guessing, right now. What's your guess on the temperature outside?
Oh, yeah. It's like I said, it's probably going to be either 39, 40, something right around there.
Right.
Although, honestly, it's felt better now than it's felt.
39 degrees. Good guess. Spot on.
Felt better now than it did when we started. That breeze has kind of gone down a little bit. Just a steady enough one to keep the flag waving in the background.
timeout out there. Again, Desert Hills had taken an 8-2 lead last check over Cedar. They had trailed early in that game. They've come back to take command of that game. And Dixie has a 10-2 lead now in Pineview. Pineview just got a couple runs to keep that from being a 10-run rule. So Pineview stays alive. They're in the bottom of the fifth, but Dixie's in command, up by 8. And 2 on with 1 out for the Flyers. They're looking to do some more damage offensively. Another timeout called here. And still 8-2 over at D Hills. Your updates brought to you by Nets on Fire. Jimmer Fredette coming to Nets on Fire, not this weekend, but next weekend. And then after that, they're hosting the fundraiser 3-on-3 tournament for Cora kids, a battle on the blacktop. Get your 3-on-3 teams together. Sign up, link on thefansportsnetwork.com, or you can just go to netsonfire.org. You'll see the link to sign up. And 4 games guaranteed, 3-point shootout, dunk contest. Gonna be a lot of fun, lots of food trucks. You don't want to miss this. So weather's gonna be looking nice, hopefully by the latter part of April. It's Masters week this week, because that was a foul ball, and the count is now 1-2.
Yeah, one of your favorite weeks of the year. I know that, buddy.
Oh, you go right from March Madness right into the Masters. I'm in heaven. I do have to go to a wedding on Thursday, so I'll be watching on my phone and listening a little bit as I'm driving to Vegas Friday afternoon. I'll watch a lot in the Thursday afternoon. And here is the 1-2 pitch coming. Kelly and Smith are not on the same page, it doesn't appear.
No, this is a couple times now they've had to step away from the plate now.
So Kelly now taking his time now. He steps off. And now he wants Smith to come back out. They are not on the same page.
Yeah, you could see pulling out Smith, just saying, hey, I don't know if we're really feeling the same thing here. And this is about the 3rd time now.
Now can we get a pitch here? Hopefully the communication a little bit better. And pace has just came to a screeching halt here, and a 1-0 lead for the Mustangs. Looking for more. Runners on second, third, and a swing and a miss from McKay Wright. And Hayden Smith fired up on that S&S Mechanical strikeout.
Yeah, he needed that one there. Like you said, the pace dropped down a little bit. You can see they were kind of feeling the momentum. Hump's going to tell him to kind of tone it down a little bit here.
In the run at second base, Tyler Skinner.
Skinner comes in to pinch run at second base.
First baseman, number 17, Parker Andrus.
Here's Parker Andrus stepping in to the Buck Brand Beef batter's box.
Oh, yeah, big boy Parker right here. This is one of those guys for Crimson who can really go long.
The pitch and a hot shot, but well fouled down the first baseline, up and out of play over towards the soccer and football field. Andrus 0 for 2 tonight. Kelly's now thrown 14 pitches in relief for Goats. Petey Soto's at third. Skinner pinch running at second. The pitch from Kelly, breaking ball, got right off the nub of the bat. Right on the end of the insert at the end of the barrel. And straight back. 0-2 the count on Andrus. Andrus hitting .387, one donut run home run this year so far. And now another cross up, and Smith's going to go talk to Talon Kelly. You know, they'd worked together last Friday night, and there was none of this. And now all of a sudden, this is what, the 3rd visit between these two in this inning?
Fourth now.
Fourth now.
Definitely maybe some communications, maybe just not understanding the signals to each other, or just not on the same page of what they should be throwing right now to these batters.
And Brandon Lyon, the pitching coach for No Canyon, he lets his catcher call the game. He does not ever, hardly ever, I wouldn't say never, but hardly ever call a pitch. Once these guys had to learn how to control and call a game. And Boo has not been out to the mound during this whole thing. 1-2, that one missing. Down low to Andrus. Runners in scoring position at second and third. Already an RBI double by Petey Soto has broke a scoreless tie. Mustangs are up 1 in that one. Breaking ball away. 2-2 the count now. Kelly clearly trying to get Andrus to chase something out of the zone. He's not biting on the last 2 pitches. See what TK comes with here. Fastball down the middle, got him. S&S strikeout, and that is big with runners in scoring position. But not before the Mustangs do get 1 run on 1 hit. No errors in the inning, but they do strand 2. We go to the top of the 7th. Can the Warriors extend this game? Stay tuned to find out on the Fan Sports Network and streaming this game on the fansportsnetwork.com.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in Southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
The softball game just went final. Nets on fire update for you. Emma Daniels 2-run home run gives Snow Canyon the 2-1 win on the road against Crimson Cliffs tonight.
Yeah, we ran over there, tried to get a quick peek. Saw the score over was 2-0, and yeah, like you said, finished at the 2-1. Snow Canyon with a nice win over the Mustangs.
Yeah, that was a pivotal early season tilt. And Aaron Morris back into pitch. First thing, right down the middle, fastball for a called strike at the knees on Talon Kelly, who just got a couple S&S mechanical strikeouts. That one way outside, ball 1. We're in the top of the 7th. Mustangs with a 1-0 lead. You had a feeling this game would be tight. Our first Finley Subaru key to the game was, well, obviously the pitchers. You're going to have a lot to say about this game, and they have. Petey Soto right now with the big RBI double, leading candidate for our AWP playmaker play of the game if this score holds up. Talon Kelly, though, trying to help himself out. Brex thought maybe that was strike 3, but no, says the home plate umpire. 2-2 the count now on Talon Kelly. He's got home run power to tie this game up, no question about that.
Yeah, I was going to say, want to see if maybe you can hit him with something down and out, put him away here.
Swinging and missing, got him on an inside fastball, and Talon Kelly goes down swinging, 1 away. Mustangs 2 outs away from winning this. Kyson Goetz will step in.
Goetz had a decent night there on the mound. Let's see what he can do here. Get Snow Canyon maybe a shot at getting back on the board right before the end of this 7th.
Ross is going to get a no decision. Morris is now in line to get the win. Ross pitched 5 innings of no-hit baseball, struck out 10, and a swing and a miss from Kyson Goetz. 1-1 the count now on Kyson. Morris rips it down, swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Yeah, Morris finding a little rhythm here. He knows that he's in within reach of putting this game away now.
Morris, a little bubble gum. He's gnawing on out there, but missed that one away. Good eye by Kyson to lay off that pitch that was well off the plate. Kyson just slight little gentle wiggle of the bat. Left-handed hitter on the right-handed pitcher, and that one missing. Full count now, 3-2. They appeal, and he did not go.
Oh, that was a close one there. I had to check with the side ump.
In the field, the official, though, was quick to signal he was safe. Did not offer at that pitch. 3-2 pitch, a swing and a foul straight back. Cache Valley Bank foul ball. Nice game brought to you by the Boulevard, by Smart by the Boulevard, making your house more like home for over 48 years, serving Southern Utah. It's our game of the week tonight. We will have another broadcast on Thursday. That'll be Dixie at Pineview, coming up here on the Fan Sports Network and on the live stream. And another fought-off pitch out of play. So Goats and Morris locked in a little battle here. Goats comes in hitting 257. That's what Goey's hitting on the season. And it got him. Oh. 3 times tonight we've seen runners take off like they're going to be aboard, and the up has rung them up.
And now it's going to come on down to this last out here.
And it's Swenson stepping in with 2 down.
Right fielder number 27, Mikhail Swenson.
K.O. Swenson steps in. Mack has been clutch this year, but he swings and misses. Strike 1. Swenson hitting 488, 3 dingers.
See if he can make it 4 here, tie this game up.
He'd love to. That one just downstairs on the outer half.
In the dirt, who knows?
Morris now the 1-1 delivery outside, 2-1.
Harry.
Morris, 2-1 delivery, outside again, trying to nibble on that outer half, and he's not getting that neighborhood call.
Yeah, he's reaching a little bit, seeing if he can get it, and the ump's not willing to bargain with him right now. He's going to have to bring it back in.
Swenson going to draw a walk. So the tying run is aboard with 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, number 9.
And we got a pinch hitter. Lyon is going to have Ince pinch hit. So Ince is going to come on in to pinch hit for Rue.
Bad for Snow Canyon.
Here with 2 down in a 1-0 dandy of a game tonight.
Oh, yeah.
At the Cliffs. So Ince, let's look at the numbers. The junior only hitting $133, but we've seen him come in big spots.
Yeah, this is one of those biggest spots of the season so far right now for the Snow Canyon Warriors. Want to get this win, especially against Crimson Cliffs after last game. That state championship taste still in the mouth.
Yeah, haven't played since then in at least a sanctioned high school game. Maybe played some fall ball against each other, some American Legion last summer, but haven't played in organized high school games till tonight since middle of May last year. Morris, first pitch in, 0-1, called strike. Ince trying to be the hero here. Strike 2, fastball from Morris. Pretty pitch there. And Ince does not offer at it. Damon Ince down to his last strike here. 0-2 count. 1 on, 2 outs. Mustangs leading 1-0. Swing and a miss. Got him. It gets away. Ince kind of froze. Starley goes and gets it. And a good pick by Andrus. What a dig in the dirt by Parker Andrus. And Morris is going to get the win on the bump tonight. Goats tagged with the loss tonight. And it's a 1-0 victory. Put it on ice. Mustangs go 5-0 in region play. Warriors drop to 4-1 in the rematch on Thursday. Should be good.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to see how that one's going to go. I mean, like we said tonight, Double D, we anticipated this was going to be one of those high-flying, a lot of shots going out deep. And what do we see here? Just a battle between 2-3 good pitchers. And, man, I'm so excited to see what Thursday brings.
All right, that'll do it. How about the strikeouts? Was that 13 or 14? 14 Ks because Ross had 10, and Morris comes
had
in
like 4, I think, himself. I mean, again, for Crimson Cliffs, you can put your hand into a bag and pull out an ace pitcher.
Yeah, 14 total strikeouts, 10 for Javen Ross, and 4 in relief for Morris, and he was great on the back end. Great on the back end. He gets the win tonight. 1-0 the final on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll clean it all up for you with the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. Hand out some awards and put a bow on this one. Mustangs get the win by a run tonight. The final score 1-0. Stay with us.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Hey, back live, Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show where it's a final. Crimson Cliffs wins it 1-0 tonight over the Snow Canyon Warriors. Rematch should be great on Thursday night over at Snow Canyon. But an incredible 1-2 punch thrown by the staff of the Mustangs. What a beautiful job. Javen Ross goes 5 innings, struck out 10, and then Morris comes in on the back end, strikes out 4, and gets the win. And it's the Mustangs to go to 5-0 and stay undefeated. First regional loss of the season for the Warriors.
Yeah, and you know, again, going into this season, Crimson Cliffs was the team to beat, but if there was a team that was going to bring it to them, it was going to be the Warriors. And I think that's exactly what they did here tonight. They showed that, hey, we're going to go tit for tat with you when it comes to the pitching. We didn't get to really see a battle as far as both teams swinging and going out there hitting some shots, but again, sometimes that's the beauty of baseball, you know, how well can you pitch that ball and how well can you infield.
By the way, Jazz are in overtime with the Lakers right now.
That's not what we want.
Yeah. All right, let's start handing out some awards. I want to thank Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, our post-game sponsor. They have all your kids' dental needs. See why so many parents choose Dr. Cody at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Call for that new patient special, 656-0511. Let's start with our AWP, Appliance Wholesalers Plus, Playmaker Play of the Game tonight. I think it's pretty obvious. Petey Soto Jr., RBI. The only run of the game. That's the play of the game.
It gotta be. You know, we talked about it. There's been a couple of hits that we can maybe look back, a couple of defensive plays we can consider, but really, Petey Soto getting that big shot down to left center field, getting the RBI, and giving Crimson Cliffs a shot to get the win.
Yep. Petey Soto Jr., it's easier than you think. Buy, direct, and save. Open to the public, beautiful showroom. Always have stuff in stock for you at Appliance Wholesalers Plus across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. It's easier to think to buy direct and save. Let's look at our Jersey Mike sub of the game. It's got to be Morris coming in on the back end, striking out 4, and combining on the no-hitter with the starter, Javen Ross.
Yeah, you know, we considered when Ross was playing that game so far, we were like, I don't know, do we consider taking him out? He had a couple guys get hit by some pitches. But, man, when Morris came in, just lights out, like you said. Get some 4 strikeouts coming in at the top of the 6th inning and just really sealed the fate here for the Snow Canyon Warriors.
Yeah, Morris, no question. I mean, the luxury Coach Abbott has. You can give the ball to him in the 5th, and he got a no-hitter, and he keeps the no-hitter. And that's your Jersey Mike sub of the game. Get it Mike's way. Stop by Jersey Mike's for lunch tomorrow. Our Hearst Days Hardware player of the game has to then be Javen Ross, right? I mean, Javen Ross struck out 10, goes 5, leaves with the no-no. Did hit 2, walk 2. but he was good with his command through the first 4.
And the ones where he did end up hitting the 2 batters, it wasn't like a bunch of bad pitch. It was really, I mean, just one that slipped a little bit too far. And as simple as it was, got to give him credit. Played a lights-out game.
Hearst Ace Hardware, variety of products, prices to please. Corner of Boulevard and Bluff, heart of St. George, and the heart of Cedar City. And our Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game, Javen Ross, 5 innings, no hit, scoreless baseball, and they get the 10 Ks, 10 S&S mechanical Ks, 14 combined Ks between him and Morris. They got to have some kind of reward for that. I mean, we've given them to him.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach has got something cooked up for those 2 as well.
Defensive play of the game.
Oh, there's a couple. I mean, we talked about it. We had the track down.
Jager Baldwin out there.
Got it right before the track. That was a really good one. And then we had Lyon with that grounder where he got the double play. Oh, I don't know. There's a couple you could go with. I'll let you defer to this one, Double D.
Well, I mean, name one for each team. You just did it. I mean, Lyon, the double play. For Snow Canyon, keeping it close, making a play defensively. For Goats, who pitched incredible tonight, even though, the Warriors come up empty and lose 1-0. Baldwin's play might have been the bigger one, though, because Ryder Harrison put a charge in it. Or was it Sam Lindsay? I'm trying to think who hit that one out there deep.
I think that was
I think it was Ryder
Harrison.
I think it was. Yeah, it was Ryder Harrison. And you thought maybe, after he had a walk-off the other night and they beat Pineview, he had another one in him, but it did not leave the park on Baldwin right up near the fence. On the track makes the play. Your Morgan Pest Control defensive play of the game. Ben Blaster's blast of the game, probably Breck Starley hit the base of the wall. They couldn't score with that one. And then you could also categorize P.D. Soto's. I mean, it looked like there was a chance there in left field for Ryder Harrison to track it down. He looked like he had an angle to get to that as he was going to the fence and make an over-the-shoulder one-handed catch.
And he never
just
saw it.
Inches away from it, and that was the difference. P.D. Soto, the only RBI hit of the game. 3 runs. It's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors for Crimson, and a no-hitter combined for the 2 pitchers tonight. No runs, no hits, no errors for Snow Canyon tonight. I mean, just what a clean baseball game, a game that just went about exactly 2 hours.
Yeah.
2-hour game. That's what you love to see. And how about 14 total Ks between those 2 starting pitchers? And P.D. Soto Jr. had the heroics tonight. The future Trailblazer enjoying his senior season in our Boulevard home game of the week. Tune in Thursday night. We've got Pineview and Dixie. Pineview and Dixie on Thursday night. Almost, kind of wish we could do 2 places at once, because I think the rematch of this one's going to be pretty good on Thursday night. But we're going to head over to Pineview and do that one. Nash Schroeder should get the ball for Pineview. Case and Bell got the start tonight. Before we leave the airwaves, Desert Hills wins 12-2. That's the final now. That was actually a home game played at Desert Hills for Cedar. With the snow on the field in Cedar, they couldn't play that game. So nice win there by the Flyers or the Thunder. And on their home field, they'll play again on Thursday, where they will be the home team. And it is a final 12-2. Dixie has won over Pineview. Those updates brought to you by Nets on Fire, and the Jazz lose by 2 tonight. Just competitive basketball, but find a way to lose in overtime to the Lakers, 135-132. Crimson softball wins 2-1. Emma Daniels hits a 2-run home run. That's a big win for Snow Canyon over Crimson on the diamond here behind us. And the Crimson soccer team also grabbed a win here tonight. What was it, 4-0 or something over there?
Yeah, last we checked, it was 4-0 there.
4-0 there. That's going to do it for our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. For Cody, our producer, for Sebastian, our camera guy, for Rory, our radio producer back in the Findlay Hyundai studios. For Connor Collins, I'm Devin Dixon. Again, a 1-0 win for the Mustangs. They go to 5-0 in region play. And the first region loss for the Warriors, they drop to 4-1 now on the season. Rematch should be a good one on Thursday night. Until then, we'll talk to you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on the Fan Sports Network. We'll be in for the morning drive. Wake up with us every weekday morning on the Fan Sports Network. More high school baseball to come all the way through the state championship. And again, thanks for listening to the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show.